Recent financial reports from Microsoft and Sony suggest the gaming industry has taken a big hit in 2022. It has been suggested that gaming numbers are down by as much as 14% on where we were in 2021. Despite global living conditions returning largely to some semblance of normality after the pandemic, gamers are struggling more than ever with their mental health. Is the downturn due to the gaming industry? Many gamers in the community will raise the point that AAA game developers are now increasingly profit-driven and less inclined to make new, high-risk games with exciting new concepts. Another point is the lack of blockbuster titles as the reason for dwindling interest in gaming. Either way, it seems as long as they have some kind of battle pass or loot crate system, the gaming industry are good to go. Maybe it isn't that games have changed, but it's us instead. In many countries, we were locked down during the height of the pandemic and only allowed to leave our homes to buy food and essentials. At first, all the time gained from commuting to school, college, work, etc. allowed us extra time for gaming. Playing online was the way that we stayed in touch with friends and family. Gaming was our coping mechanism. For many, perhaps, gaming stopped being fun and instead became a form of therapy. With lockdowns lifted, many are asking themselves whether they view gaming in quite the same way as they once did. Do we still need to escape from real life? We often compare our gaming experience back to when we were young, and games were much less readily available. I remember having to beg my parents and do extra chores around the house for a new video game if it wasn't my birthday or Christmas. The overwhelming feeling of rushing home to play your new game that you've been thinking about all day, or running downstairs on Christmas morning to unwrap your new gift. These days it seems more like video games are used to escape reality from real world stresses and problems for a few hours here and there, but it is often a double-edged sword. The more you do this, the more you neglect real world responsibility and the worse it can become. Many people have reported feeling a sense of guilt when playing video games in their spare time now, as they feel they should be doing something more important with their time. Is it just because many of us have transitioned into a different stage of adulthood during the pandemic, where we now have more responsibilities? Perhaps TikTok, YouTube Shorts and Instagram are the problem. Changes to the way we use technology may also be impacting the way that we play games. As smartphones and social media usage has grown, our attention spans have slowly become shorter and shorter. For example, the evidence suggests that YouTube videos are becoming shorter to follow user engagement levels. Our attention is being divided more and more than ever. TikTok, for example, allows users to consume hundreds of different videos in minutes and has an average watch time per video of only 3.3 seconds. The habits developed through checking your phone will undoubtedly spill over into video games. By the time the game is even loaded, many of us are already looking for that next thing to consume. How often do you find yourself waiting to respawn? A lot in my case. In a multiplayer game or in a load screen where you'll pick up your phone and start watching TikToks or even be watching YouTube whilst you're playing the game. For many of us, when we first started playing games, these distractions weren't there, and we could fully immerse ourselves into the game. With changing technologies and that need to always be on, our attention is divided, and perhaps we are no longer as immersed in games as we once were. Ways to fall back in love with gaming. As the old saying goes, absence makes the heart grow fonder. If you're looking to try and enjoy video games more, we suggest perhaps taking a small break and trying a different hobby. This could be anything from rock climbing, playing the flute, drawing, or even downhill cheese rolling. Yes, that is a thing, Google it. Research has shown that exercising for just 15 minutes before playing video games can increase attention and decision-making speed. Doing something different will stimulate your brain in new ways, and you might find playing a few games can become fresh and appealing again. Where possible, bring your online friends offline, but where you can't, chat about what you're doing beforehand. If you've got a regular game night or you're part of a team, perhaps limiting your time will be more effective than going cold turkey. If you aren't open to or don't have the option to try something new and want to stick to games, it is worth finding a game that gets you out of your comfort zone. Pick a game or genre you have never played before and give it a go. There are hundreds of millions of games out there to choose from, and I would bet that you only play a handful on repeat. You never know, your new favourite game of all time could be out there waiting for you and you don't even know it yet. Playing a new genre also opens you up to engaging with different communities. Research suggests that by engaging with a more diverse group of people, our attitudes can change and shift over time. Contrary to popular belief, opening your mind won't make your brain fall out. In summary, has COVID-19 ruined gaming? In a way, I believe it has. Many people look to gaming for an escape from the stresses of life rather than a form of enjoyment like it was previously. The combination of burnout from gaming in lockdown and shorter attention spans has led many of us to simply not have as much fun whilst playing anymore. Not all hope is lost though. Trying other hobbies and see what you enjoy, taking a break from game to see what ignites that love again could be a way back. Thinking about what you loved about gaming in the first place and trying to do more of that is a good idea. Don't worry if you're feeling like you no longer enjoy games, you're not alone. There are many reasons that may be causing it, and the literal global pandemic certainly hasn't helped. If you want to join our community of like-minded gamers as a space to hang out and meet new people and play new games, check out www.gamersvsdepression.org.